Hi folks, in today's Nonsense Wars production, I'm going to demonstrate how to use Brickficiency to potentially save money when ordering parts from BrickLink. In general, cost increases as a function of part price, part count, but also by the number of stores. The latter can become a huge cost driver as each additional vendor adds a floored shipping and handling cost. In effect, the cost does not necessarily rise linearly. It may get disproportionately more expensive the more parts you need. Let's start from the top. I build my mock in LDD and export the bill of materials. I go down the inventory and see what I am missing with respect to physical bricks. For the record, this list was for my extensible chain lift. I did not need many parts, just a few beams and such here and there. On this spreadsheet, red indicates a mandatory part and yellow indicates a part I could compromise on. Once I know what I need to buy, I enter everything into BrickLink. They may have a way to import a list, but I use manual entry to ensure that parts exist in sufficient quantity. This is just a final sanity check. I already do most part validation as part of my build process as described in the Canadian Pacific 35-foot coach video. When buying from a wanted list, BrickLink sorts shops by how many unique lots they have from said list, but this doesn't consider pricing and doesn't account for requiring multiple stores. Since I had a small list with common parts, I did manage to hit a one-store solution, but this happens very rarely. Still, the cost is about $19 or 61 cents per part. Not a good rate, and that's before shipping and handling. New Lego sets usually come in at around 10 cents per part. BrickLink has been adding some smarter buying features over the years, like this auto select option, but I am still getting better results with Brickficiency. Nonetheless, let's consider this as a baseline. Two shops with a total price of $6 or 20 cents per part. This number looks a bit better than the original $19, but the shipping cost will double since it's two stores. Assuming a $4 charge, the shipped prices will be closer to $14 and $23. Now let's try Brickficiency. Once you open the app, you can add parts individually or import one or more wanted lists from BrickLink. I strongly recommend using the automatic import over the much more fiddly manual add. Brickficiency downloads the entire BrickLink catalog and will attempt to find the cheapest N-store combination for your list by going through all of them. This is of course a brute force method, but to me that makes it very transparent and you have some options to tweak as well. I want a one-store solution if possible, but it isn't any better than BrickLink's one-store solution, about $19 before shipping. Thus, I will raise the maximum number of stores to 2 and look for cheaper combinations even if a solution was found. Now I'm getting a $4.30 two-store solution, a small decrease in dollar value over BrickLink's $5.90 two-store solution, but it's a huge decrease in percent. Imagine going from $59 to $43 instead, although shipping costs will, of course, decrease the deltas. Here's another trick though. It's much easier to include or exclude individual parts from a search in Brickficiency than in BrickLink. If you recall, I had some parts that I deemed optional. I can toggle one or more of these parts and see if it makes a drastic change to the solution. It turns out that omitting the gray 9-length beams gives me a one-store solution costing only $4.14. The nominal delta is only 16 cents, and I'm losing the beams, but the shipped delta is closer to $4 since I'm dropping a shop. So each of those beams is costing close to $1. Ultimately, this is a pretty trivial example due to the small amounts, and I'm not going to claim that Brickficiency will always generate a better solution, especially as BrickLink improves its own auto options, but I want to at least present the option. Do note that solving for large lists requiring many stores can take a long time, especially on slower machines, and you do have to watch out for things like lot limits. On that note, this is the end of the video, so have a nice day.